It's a battle of the undefeated teams. The CNS North Stars are taking on the undefeated rival, the West Genesee Wildcats, both looking to stay undefeated and improve to 9-0. One of these teams will be handed their first loss of the season, and no better way to do it than versus your division rival, the West Genesee Wildcats and North Stars, all tied up for first here in the SCAC Metro, and one looks to take the lead. I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator. I'm joined here by Nate Gelewski. Nate, great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here. First game was volleyball, so
yeah, great to have you as always, Nate. One of our newer members. We're getting a lot of new members here, Nate. We have one of our newest members, Caitlin. I don't remember her. Caitlin Landry. I had to think of her last name. Didn't have it at the top of my head, but she's here shadowing our producer, Alex Schneible, and of course we have our camera operator, Owen Lynch, out there for you. So
it's so nice not to be the newest member. It's not. Let me try saying that again. English is not my specialty apparently today, but it's so nice not being the newest member anymore. Member.
Right, you're not the rookie anymore.
No, I'm not the rookie.
You're not the one we pick on anymore. We
got
new ones to pick on.
Yeah, I can pick on them with you. So
there you go.
It'd actually be nice if I could actually speak English properly, but apparently that seems to be hard for me right now.
All right. So looks like they're taking a group photo here before we get our first serve of the game. And again, huge stakes in this one. Both teams just look to stay undefeated, and that Nate, you got to look at the North Stars last year. They struggled, and especially versus West Genny too. They did manage to come away with one victory last year, but you look at their history together. The last 5 games, North Stars only come away with one victory, 1-4 in their last 5 versus West Genny. So, if any time is going to be the time for the North Stars to take down West Genny, it's this year because, man, Nate, they just know how to play some volleyball here. They're just a really complete team, but so is West Genny, and that's going to be the tough thing for the North Stars. North Stars, now they do, overall throughout the entire team, they do lead. They do outbeat West Genny in kills, assists, aces, and that kind of stuff. So they beat them out statistically, but then you got to look at game-wise. West Genny has only allowed 1 set to all 8 of their opponents this season. That was to JD, the team the North Stars just snuck away with a win to last year. As it looks like their shirts say human is greater than an athlete. And then there's a butterfly. We're gonna hear here in a second. We'll come back to you in just a few moments with the rest of our stats. Everybody's kind of quieted down in here. We'll be back in just a few. Welcome you back here on the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. We just had our national anthem, and in just about a minute, this matchup will be getting underway. Again, a reminder for any of you that just forgot, or for those of you who are just joining us, huge stakes at hand in this one. One of these teams will be walking away with their first loss of the season. Let's see, the North Stars again had a struggle last year, but coming to this season hot and ready, and have no problem with their first 8 opponents. Now, like I was just talking about earlier, their last opponent, JD, 3-2 was that one. So first game of the season, the North Stars have allowed 2 sets to their opponent. The only other game they actually allowed a single set or any set to their opponent was earlier in the season. Forgot which team, but they allowed 1 set to them, and that was it. So the North Stars combined over the 8 games have allowed 3 sets to their opponents, while West Jenny has only allowed 1 set to all their opponents, and that was in their first game of the season versus JD. And the last 7 games, they've not allowed a single set to any of their opponents. So let's see if the North Stars can snap that streak and snap their win streak as well. And in West Jenny, their first loss. We'll see. As in there for the North Stars, you got Kendall Rumble. On the front lines, Aaron Abernathy. Of course, the setter, Paige Munger. Or libero, I apologize. Got Grace Schmid. Carson Greco, and in the back there for the North Stars, Peyton Lamott. As the North Stars look to start off hot. That finds its way to the left corner. Perfectly placed ball, and the North Stars start off this game 1-0. Great way to open this game up, Nathan. I mean, huge matchup for both of these teams, and you start off strong and hot.
Definitely, I mean, this is just the way it's got to go for CNS at this point. And another strong
one.
Great. I believe that's an ace, right?
Yeah.
Not too fun with volleyball rules, so my apologies on
Kendall
that.
Rumble with her 10th ace of the season. She gives the North Stars a 2-0 lead here in this first set. See if they can make it 3-0. Great job by Greco to get underneath that one.
Oh.
That one does hit the net. Trickles over, but it's going to be a North Star point. So some early mistakes here from the Wildcats. And if they can't smooth these things over, Nathan, it's going to prove costly.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice strike there, but was a Paige Munger. Oh,
but
and another one
from Schmid. Her 66th of the season. And she gives the North Stars a 4-0 lead. North Stars just layering on these points early versus this huge undefeated division rival, the Wildcats. Oh, man.
Oh.
Rumble does try to sneak that one over the net, but can't do so as it's just a little too low. So Wildcats going to get their first point of the evening, but on the North Stars' fault. Here comes Camacho to score.
Out.
That one's going to be out. The North Stars get the serving advantage right back.
Very quick switch of momentum there.
Yeah, very quick turnaround.
Yeah, very quick. That one was nice.
Schmid almost had an ace there, but Wildcats were prepared.
Ooh.
Tries to trickle that one over, and Greco just put too much spin on it. As that one
was a little bit out anyway, it looked to be.
Yep.
Some sort of discussion going. I'm not sure what.
Right. Talking to, looked like Mr. Benarski there. Yeah, ref's talking to Mr. Benarski. Maybe they're looking to, I don't know, fix something, or not quite sure there what the discussion was about, but Uh-oh. And we're getting a student section talk to over there.
Already.
Already, that's not a good sign.
I mean, there's a good turnout.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were following the neon theme that was today, but that elusive blue hammer is back, if anybody remembers it from 2 days. I wasn't here, but I saw it, and I was like...
Jack Mannion had to call quite the game where the whole student section got kicked out. And it looked like they were risking ejection there. Great job by Greco to get there in time. Failed block by the Wildcats, and Lamont's got a kill. That's her 39th of the season. But you got to look at this Wildcats offense here so far, Nathan. The only 2 points they've scored have been on mistakes by the North Stars. They have yet to score their own offensive point. And that's a great block by the North Stars. The Wildcats keep things going. Greco going to send that one over. Wildcats try to get in there for the block. Unable to do so. That's hit into the net as Terrell was prepared for the block. But offensive mistake after offensive mistake from the Wildcats as they still have yet to score their first offensive point. That one.
And another one.
Right. Too much spin on it. Had a little downspin.
Continuous mistakes from the Wildcats. I'm not really surprised. Sorry, that's not the right word to use. I am surprised to see this from the Wildcats. I thought it was going to be maybe we'll see that pendulum swing into the Wildcats' way, but that's not looking good right now.
Oh, man. Keeps it
Somehow
alive are the North Stars. Oh, my God. Munger, North Stars libero, got underneath it to keep the play alive, but Wes Jenny now scoring their first offensive point of the game. So
I think Paige just anticipated it to be a little bit lower and went just a little bit high, unfortunately. Great serve.
Becker served that one for the Wildcats. Wow, what a play by Robert. Mariana Robert to just tap that one over and find the soft spot in the North Stars D. And now 2 back-to-back points for the Wildcats. And they're starting to swing that pendulum back in their direction. Let's see if Lamont can give it back to the North Stars. That hit the I-beam.
Woo! If it did, it almost did. That had height.
It did. I think it hit one of those little supports there, not the I-beam, but it hit the hit one of those little crossbars there that tighten those I-beams together. But nonetheless, the North Stars get a break.
I think it was trying to go right to the Empire State Building, the top of it.
Right.
That's where that one was trying to go.
Oh, man. Wildcat point there. I had a bad angle on that. I think it looked like a net fault there from...
I don't know. My angle, it looks like I think it was Rumble just completely missed it.
Yeah. Because I thought it went on the other side, but I didn't. Obviously, it wasn't returned by the Wildcats, so I'm not quite sure. Rumble going to set that one up for Terrell. She tries to get in there. Leads the North Stars in kills this season with 98. Keeping this play alive is Becker. Now the North Stars, Hoover. That one, Terrell tries to find the gap there on the right side. Well, left side if you're West Jenny, right side if you're looking from our angle, which you are. Unfortunately, you don't have the best angle. Our booth is currently still under progress, under renovation. Oh, man. Indecisive play there from Terrell. She wanted to get the block, but didn't fully commit, Nate, and that led to, she had the little deflection. Rumble wasn't prepared, thought Terrell was going to get the block, but didn't fully commit. Now the North Stars do get a break as that serve is hit into the net, and it's 10-7. North Stars have yet to give up their lead. As that's going to go, it looks like a disagreement between the refs. The one here on the far side, pointing it to the North Stars. The one on the near side pointing to the North Stars, one on the far side up in the stand pointing to West Jenny. Currently on the scoreboard, it shows the North Stars getting the point, and they do. That call by the near side judge gonna stand.
I mean, you're also just talking about our booth, though. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't put the drywall up during the weekend. They had all weekend to do it.
Exactly. I mean, yep. So they were putting up drywall. The only thing that really needs it just needs a little coat of paint, and I mean, not we're probably be white, but and then a countertop to put all our stuff on, and then we're all set up there. The carpet's in, but yeah, paint is there. The drywall is wet, so that's unfortunate. That one out by a few inches. The North Stars keeping a solid lead here.
This Sophia Storms, who put a little bit too much power to that one.
Yep. A little bit too much gusto, Nate. It's an old saying. Get it all from my grandma. That's where I get all my life sayings.
Well, I'm not that old. I mean, I'm only a sophomore. You're a senior, so.
I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. So I'm almost an adult, so there you go. As
that one was it out.
Yeah, Dunham and Ginty of the Wildcats tried to get in there on the block, but poor, unlucky deflection there as it's hit out of bounds. And North Stars now with a 5-score lead.
Other than the start of the game, this closest the lead's been is about 3 points.
Yeah. So the North Stars have yet to give up their lead, as I've already mentioned.
Nice save by the Wildcats to keep that one alive.
Yeah. Things still moving as Schmidt sends that one over. Wildcats keep this one together. Greco gets underneath it. That one's hit down. It looked like it was hit out of bounds. They're going to give it to the North Stars in the end. It's going to say Schmitz smacked that one over the net. The Wildcats get in with the block, but it was hit out of bounds. Looked like the refs initially signaled to the Wildcats, but after further discussion, they give it to the North Stars, which forces West Genny to take their first timeout. Down 6. We'll be back. We welcome you back to this one. West Genny forced to take their first time out here in this first set. Down 6. They look to climb back into this one. That one deflected by the North Stars out of bounds. And they've narrowed this deficit just a bit to 5. Here comes Elizabeth Dunham for the Wildcats serve. Good serve. That one hit into the stand of the ref. No chance to return it for the North Stars, as Wildcats have inched 1 point closer. Dunham still to serve.
Oh, another one.
Another one. I'm seeing a problem here. Munger, her digs are just too shallow. And they're hitting right into the net, and it's either causing like tough plays by other North Star players. You know, that one tough for another one. That one not as shallow, but bad deflection.
Down to 2 points, close it's been all game other than right at the start. So definitely that pendulum I talked about earlier, definitely coming into play real quick. We'll see if North Stars can take it back.
Seems like Coach Corley of the Wildcats' decision to take that time out was smart. But there's the big play we've been waiting for from the North Stars. Huge, timely kill. as I think I missed who had that. Yeah, that's number 11 for the North Stars, Aaron Abernathy. 29th of the season. Apologize if I sound a little snuffy. Allergies getting to me. But yeah, Munger's digs have been really the death of her. Not in that case. She sets it up perfectly for Rumble, who sets it up for Schmid, who just finds the beautiful gap between the arms of, I believe that was Elizabeth Dunham over there in the left corner. Man, she's had the right amount of speed. She fit that in perfectly, Nate. I mean, couldn't have played that one better. Lamott keeps it alive. Rumble gets it over for Greco, who sends it low and shallow to the Wildcats, in a awkward angle there.
Right back to North Stars.
Yeah.
Right back up to 5 points. As soon as it was down to 2, which all the way started.
And the funniest
back up
thing,
to 5.
yeah, Nate, I said it. I was like, smart timeout by Coach Corley of the Wildcats as they were starting to climb back. And just as I said that, the North Stars start to tack onto their lead.
Guess the commentators curse. I mean, I've seen a lot of commentators curse watching sports.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just truly real now being one. It's truly real. So everybody that thinks, oh, it's just some sort of joke, apparently it's real. So
right. So a huge kill there from Lamott as the North Stars are back up to 6-point lead. Schmid. Lamott gets that one over. Sets that for Dunham, and that too high, too much mustard. And the North Stars up to 7 points, their lead.
That one was trying to leave the building.
Right?
I don't know where that was trying to go.
Yeah, I've seen the commentators curse in action. I just saw it, there's that one game, it was talking about one of the kickers hadn't missed a field goal from like this range this season, and they did.
Oh, what was that, Friday?
I think so. I couldn't remember. Nonetheless, North Stars another one. Up 8. So here comes Rumble. Send this one away. Great job by Munger to back up Lamott. To back up Abernathy. Up on the front lines. That time, Schmid. Unexpecting. As Abernathy and Lamott were up there to combine for a block there, but snuck through their fingers. Slipping through my fingers, as Abba would say. Nate. Oh, great job by Rumble.
Ooh, nice
for the
to keep
dig,
it alive.
But Munger couldn't get enough length, enough distance. And Jenny. The West Genesee Wildcats within 6. Rumble, Lamott taps that one over. Lamott sets it up for Rumble. Lamott gonna get back in there. She finds the gap. And our Stars are just 4 away. Up 7. 21-14 your score. You know, you're given 2 timeouts per set. It'll be interesting to see if we get another one from Coach Corley of the Wildcats.
They're going to have to find something here. It's all too close. They got to make up 10 points here, basically.
Well,
and that's another.
That's not a way to start. As the North Stars now up 8. Seems like here comes the timeout from Coach Corley. So we'll be back in just a few moments. We'll see if they can make any adjustments and keep this thing close and maybe come from behind and win this first set, though it's looking improbable the way the North Stars have been able to pull away. You know, Wildcats keeping it close, try to keep it close, inching their way back up, Nate, but the North Stars just pull away. I was gonna send us away for a little break here, but the Wildcats coming back, and Alicia Nash, head coach here for the North Stars, gonna end this huddle here in just a few moments. It's always a huge thank you to all of our staff here. Of course, our coaches, but can't forget about the little guys there. Our scoreboard operator, Chris Pilata. Hopefully he doesn't watch this, and he'll call me out on it later. You know, he'll be like, "Little guys, what are you talking about?" Anyways, Chris Pilata, our scoreboard operator. That's actually that's a big job. You know, nobody's gonna know the score if you don't got a scoreboard operator. Of course, our athletic director Tim Benarski and our facility manager Joe Howell. All of our refs here today. Of course, our crew here. Owen Lynch, our camera operator, our producer Alex Schneible. Miscommunication from the Wildcats, and that's going to prove costly.
Down by 9.
And the Northstar,
unreal.
Yeah, the Northstars 2 away from taking this set victory and going up 1-0. If that's the case, that would be the second set the Wildcats have allowed to an opponent in quite some time. What a kill and a response from the Wildcats. That's Sarah Napierski who finds the gap. North Stars just stacked up front, and Schmid was in the right corner but floated towards the center and couldn't cover that zone.
They've got the first step down.
Right.
Take the ball to get the serve, but now can they let they can't let CNS score again. If they do,
then we're getting to set point there, Nate, and now they're in danger of allowing their first set since week 1, and that was to JD.
There it is.
That's the momentum they needed, as Miley Ginty crushes that to the back of the court, and the North Stars no chance of returning that. That's a textbook kill right there.
This is what I've seen from the North Stars. You give them the serve, it's over right now.
Right.
But right now they currently don't have that. They just need to get 9 points before the CNS can get 1.
Yep.
Nice job keeping it alive from both teams so far.
But it's really that serving advantage, Nate, that can make or break a set, especially when it's close like this.
That's another one.
Another one. A miscommunication by the North Stars.
Down by 8.
Although, based on the reaction from the North Star girls, they just seem to be, they're shaking it off. They're like, all right, this is a tough opponent. We know we're going to make some mistakes. We know we're going to let up some points to this team. But still having a six-point lead versus a undefeated squad who hasn't allowed a set since week 1 to JD. I mean, you got to be looking at the upside now. You're getting in a tricky position. Interesting to see if Coach Nash decides to take a timeout. North Stars still have a 5-point lead, and they're just 2 away from taking the set, but it's a close call here. I think if they allow another point here, we'll see Alicia Nash take a timeout and regroup before things get too close. The North Stars can get that serving advantage back and score here and get to the set point. Great dig by Munger. Lamont gets that one over, and it finds the gap. He got 2 timeouts with 2 sets left. Yep.
There's the timeout.
There's the timeout, just as I predicted. So the North Stars have started to lose their lead, still up by 4, 2 points left for the North Stars to take this set. We'll be back in just a few. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. Still here in the first set, the North Stars have a lead of just 4, make it 5 as this is set point. And West Jenny again at risk of not only losing their first game of the season to their division rival, the North Stars, but they also risk allowing their first set, almost a double hit there, but allowing their first set since week 1 to JD is, I'll keep saying it, but it's a big deal. They've won 3-0 in their last 7.
And that's out of bounds.
It's out. So that streak has ended. So disregard what I just said. Their last 7 haven't allowed a single set, Nate, and the North Stars hand them their first set loss since week 1. Wow.
Student section going crazy over there. I just noticed that, doing like some sort of row, and then someone just started hitting the worm.
Just hope they don't get kicked out.
hopefully.
Looked like a teacher was just talking to him. I don't see TJ Watt or Josh Allen here, so fingers crossed. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes here on the Northstar Network for the second set of action. North Stars up.
Like of all teams.
We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network. It's all right, Nate.
I wasn't expecting that one. My bad about
no,
mine.
you're good. I didn't do the count off like you usually do. My fault. Anyways, we welcome you back here to the Northstar Network in this huge division rival matchup. As I'll restate it for those of you who may be just joining us, or even if you've been here the whole game. I'll keep saying it, and it's a big key here. One of these teams will be walking away with their first loss, their first division loss, and one of these teams will move out of that tie situation there for first in the CAC Metro, and one will drop to second. So big things at stake here for both teams. As the North Stars, if you're just joining us once more, won the first set, allowing only the second set against West Jenny this entire season. Wonder if they're miking up their coach West Jenny, because she's got a DJ mic on. Wondering. Anyways,
it'll be somewhere probably on the internet somewhere.
All right. I get one time when we were just done with the Mid Lakes game, scrolling on Instagram, and it was wasn't even a big watched. I don't know, had like 200 views and like 20 likes, right? and it popped up on my feed, and it was Mid-Lakes Boys Lacrosse, like just after we finished the game. And it was like a highlight reel of that, like of one of the Mid-Lakes, like really good players. And I thought it was really funny. So there you go. Our phones are listening, Nate.
They always are.
They always are. So, Rumble to send this one away for the North Stars. We'll see if they can close this thing out early in the first 3 sets, or could we go to 4 or 5? That one does go to West Jenny there, but, or sorry, it's going to go to the North Stars. I think it was a net fault there. Kind of missed what happened. All right, my brain, brain's still pondering. It was a big first set for the North Stars, and I think I'm still in shock, Nate. Is that one on the line? And a huge play there for the North Stars to get the kill. I believe that was Lamont with the kill. As Pangaro gets underneath it. Oh, man, what another huge play from the North Stars.
Just a repeat looking like of set 1, seeing that it starts to run away, and it takes West Jenny a little bit to find something. We'll see if they can right the ship.
Yep. West Jenny yet to have a lead. They do inch their way closer. Is this the closest we've seen it? Compared to the first set anyways. I think 2 points.
Well, I mean, it is early game, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, 2 points has been the closest, still 2 points. I mean, they haven't gotten it to 1 point, of course, since the first point of the game.
Yep.
Point of each set, I'm sorry, but definitely going to be interesting. I mean, West Jenny has not had the lead the entire game.
All right. See if they can make any changes here that allow them.
That's a good hit.
But that case, not so much, as the North Stars regain their 3-point lead, 4-1. You know, it'd be pretty crazy, Nate, if we see a sweep here by the North Stars.
That would be pretty crazy.
3-set
cool.
sweep. I mean, to the undefeated Wildcats. That is another costly mistake from West Jenny.
I think the fact I haven't eaten since 11 o'clock, I think my stomach is begging for that. Just please get this over with as quick as possible.
Right. Don't we all? I hear you, Nate. Oh, man. Great play from the Wildcats to respond. It's Sarah Napierski. Sorry if I pronounced them wrong. Because we are not in our usual booth, setup was taking longer than usual and stuff, so didn't have enough chance to talk to head coach Carolyn Corley of the Wildcats to get some pronunciations. So hopefully I didn't pronounce that wrong. Napierski looks around right here.
It just keeps falling apart for West Jenny.
Yeah. It's not their game, Nate. But at least so far. Still a chance for a comeback. North Stars, if West Jenny allows this set to the North Stars, Nate, they'll need to win the last 3. But North Stars a chance at a 3-game sweep.
That's why it's looking like. Of course, it's still a long way to go in the set,
Yep.
but I just don't. What I saw in the first set, what I'm seeing right now, I just don't see the drive from.
Yeah. I just don't see a really complete West Jenny team that we've seen the whole season.
No.
8-0 and.
I mean, could it be that CNS is that good? They're just putting them in a tough spot? Potentially. Is it that they're not on their game? Potentially. We just don't truly know.
Right.
It really is just all of the above at the moment.
Right.
I mean, CNS just does lead them, beat them in almost every department.
And here comes an early timeout by Coach Corley as the North Stars lead this one 6. We'll be back in just a few. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network. Lamont to send that one over the net for the North Stars. So the Wildcats forced to take an early timeout in this second set. Well, open up things right with a quick score to get within 5, but we've been seeing this a lot, Nathan. I mean, Wildcats have kept it, competitive at least at some points in the game, but North Stars just managing to pull away in other aspects.
I mean, that late timeout there. I mean, right before that late timeout in the last set, that just West Jenny was just cooking.
As they're cooked there.
Yeah. That one a little too far.
A little bit too much velocity on that one. Sent that one into orbit. As North Stars
the one that went to orbit was the other one that hit the bar. That one went to orbit.
Yeah. More like, I guess, crossing state lines. It's more the word I'm looking for, I guess. As Greco gets underneath it. Beautiful setup by Rumble to get it in the hands of, was that Grace Schmid? Is that 9 or 17? It was all a blur. I think it was Grace Terrell. They do find the gap on that one. So Wildcats now down 6. They did just score the last one, so they got serving advantage for now. Great job by Rumble to get underneath it. Oh man, Wildcats try to keep that play alive. That is going to be North Star point. It was hit under the net. Here comes a substitution for both teams. Got Abernathy coming in for Munger. Quick substitution here for the Wildcats. Sophia Storms exits the game. Didn't catch who came in, but quick substitution here as the Wildcats down 7. Trying to set this one up. Great job.
What a save.
Right? Greco to get the dig. And that one, oh, it did sneak its way in. Couldn't tell from this angle, but it does stay in. As the North Stars,
I think that the blue 2-point, I think that is line. Don't quote me on that. I don't know basketball. Looks like the 2-point line.
The free throw.
The free throw line. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. If that was the boundary, they probably would have been out. But
right,
I'm looking at the free throw line, not the green line. It's just past it. But
yeah, it looked like it fit its way just in between the two. Great placement there by the Wildcats. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Delay a game. Wildcats. It's a 10-yard penalty, or sorry, 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
I heard the football game was pretty good.
It was. It was quite the blowout. Quite the North Star massacre, as you might say. My McDowell Reed with that huge 96-yard touchdown.
I heard about that.
Yeah, man, that was electric. I mean, just broke some tackles, went around the perimeter, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him on that play. And then Dems, he was on fire that night too. Had a couple passing touchdowns, protected the ball. Really, North Stars were just complete on all sides of the ball. That one trickles over. Greco does get her hands underneath it, but to no avail as it's hit out of bounds.
Down to 4.
Yep. Now the Wildcats narrowing that gap. See if the North Stars can begin to pull away. Abernathy gets that one in there. Wildcats keep it in play through the hands of Emma Hoover, and the Wildcats just down 3. Keeping things tight. Greco. Rumble sends that one over. That one, I think it's going to stay in. Yes, it will.
Down to 3. Down to 2. Close as it's been.
Yeah.
Again, that 2-point magical number. We'll see if that magical number for the North Stars will swing it back the other direction. Happened earlier the set. Happened last set. Happened earlier in that set.
There we go.
Well, there it is. There it is.
Aaron Abernathy with the kill.
2 seems to be the magical number.
Yep.
2 seems to be the magical number.
West Jenny yet to be within 1 of the North Stars.
Of course, not counting the beginning of the sets.
Of course.
Those don't count.
Yeah. That one.
Back to 2.
Yep, off the hands of Munger.
This is their chance, but again, 2's the magical number. But
Yeah,
let's see if the commentator's curse actually happens to me.
Yep.
That'll be a first for me, at least.
It's happened to me quite a bit. Stars get it underneath it. Rumble. Munger sends it over. Wildcats going to get in there. Great block by the North Stars. Wildcats keep it alive. Schmid. Lamont finds the corner, but they're going to give it to West Jenny. Let's get a replay on that one.
That one looked...
I couldn't tell. It was
in.
very fast. I don't know. That could have been on the line. It's very fast. So Wildcats
finally within 1.
Commentators curse. And we're all tied.
Finally.
Not including 0-0. The Wildcats have tied this thing up for the first time this evening. And they have the chance to take the lead for the first time here in the second set.
About time. About time to see some response.
Abernathy, great response by Rumble. Lamont sends that one over. Wildcats, here's a chance. North Stars try to keep it alive with Greco. And the Wildcats take their first lead in the second set. Huge point for the North Stars. Greco, Lamont, Abernathy taps that over. Wildcats gonna set things up. Munger, great dig as she gets her hands underneath it. Schmid. Set that one over for the North Stars. They try to block it. Grace Schmid unprepared. And now Wildcats starting to pull away. And Alicia Nash forced to take a timeout. Wildcats just a few moments ago take their first lead of the day. And then go up 2 points after that last score. We'll be back in just a few moments. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube as the North Stars take their first time out of this set and look to bounce back. Down 2 are the North Stars. Now down 3. As a huge kill by Miley Ginty of the Wildcats, and they got their largest lead. Up 3, 16-13, your score in the second set. This is a big win set for Wildcats if they look to evade the 3-set sweep. They just keep layering it on, Nate, and this is not looking good for the North Stars, down 4.
Continuing to fall apart here. Middle into the second set, coming to the late second set. North Stars need to find something. They can take serve back. Maybe they can find something, but just currently.
Oh, another mistake by the North Stars.
What is happening? I'm not sure.
Huge skid here by the North Stars. I mean, what is this?
5-point lead.
Yeah, but it's 5-point lead, but I think it's a 7-0 run here for West Jenny. Abernathy looks to get their first point in quite some time. Abernathy doesn't, but Schmidt does. And the North Stars now have their serving advantage that they love so much. That's really been key to the North Stars. What happens is the North Stars get on a run and they keep that serving advantage, and really they stay dominant. And when they give the ball over, they really got to hope that their opponent makes a mistake, as they make a costly mistake there. Down 5 again. Got a little too eager for that serving advantage and sold it all away. Well, that's the North Stars' first serve in over 8 points here. So there might be a little rusty there in the backcourt, Nate.
Potentially. Potentially. Everything's always potential.
All right. Potential until proven guilty.
Just like how that had the potential to stay in.
Yes, and it did. On the line as the North Stars climb their way back into this one.
I think that one was just barely enough touching the line.
Yep.
At least that's what it looked like to me.
I shouldn't say climbing back into the game. Climbing back into the set.
Yeah.
Or the second half of the set.
Because they had the game lead.
Yeah. North Stars still up 1-0. It's that one! Yeah. That one was slow enough I could catch it with the naked eye. It was a tough call. It might have barely nicked the outer edge of the line, but it does end up out of bounds, so it's not going to stand the North Stars' favor. It maybe barely nicked the line, but doesn't matter as the North Stars come back with a response as Grace Terrell.
Got a little bit of serving now, so let's see if they can finally land it in.
Yeah. Terrell just been a dominant force for this North Star squad through all 8 of their wins. The North Stars couldn't tell if that just hit the net or if they got their hands on it.
They got the point. It's not a 3.
Right. Got the point nonetheless, Nate, and North Stars now within 3. Wildcats.
That's another one.
Another one.
Down to 2.
They're layering it on.
There's the ride the ship. Starting to ride the ship. And that one also being sent to the stratosphere.
So, costly mistake there by the North Stars. 21-18. Down by 3. Can you believe that game last night, Nate? Did you see the Packers game?
I didn't see it, but I have a friend who's a Packers fan, and he saw that it was 7. He saw that very early. He's like, "Yeah, we're blowing them out," and then that happened. I'm still yet to see what his reaction is to that.
I got the Packers defense. Didn't really matter. Luckily, see, I'm not going to say it, but anyways, I got a pretty good team surrounding me. And I'm surprised in the Northstar Network League, which I think you joined too late to join the
I'm not even in it.
Yeah, no. So that happened before you joined, but we'll get you in there next year. I won't be here, unfortunately, but anyways.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you won't be here, but you'll probably still be in the league.
Yeah, actually I will, because Johnny Lisi's still in it. So the North Stars allow a couple back-to-back here for Wildcats. It's 22-18. We'll be back in just a few moments. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. As you may have heard some disgust in my face, I just got a trade. I'm not a big trade guy in fantasy, Nate. I know you said you don't. Have you ever done fantasy before, Nate?
No. Mistake by the North Stars nonetheless, though.
You're right.
Not really. I'll probably do it next year. I'll probably have to look into it. Because, I mean.
But, I just got, I've never done a trade ever in fantasy. I don't usually propose them, and I usually decline them unless I'm like doing really bad and I think it's worth it. So Alex, our producer, just said, oh, I sent you a trade request. And I have to think about that one. I don't know. Because he wants Javonte Williams. He's going to give me Troy Franklin. And Benson is here's match or set point for the Wildcats, and this is getting tricky for the North Stars. They need to score 6 straight to stay in this one and force the win by 2 rule to go in effect. As the North Stars down by 6, largest lead here of the game for the Wildcats.
There it is.
They do have a response as Greco sends that one over the net. The North Stars down just by 5. Oh, a mistake by the Wildcats. Poor communication, and the North Stars down by 4.
Want it back.
Yep. Greco. A lot riding on these serves. Cannot hit him into the net. That one, a beautiful serve. That is not going to be an ace because it was touched twice, but a beautiful point served by Carson Greco. The North Stars down by 3. 3 left to go.
Clawing it back.
As here comes a timeout taken by the Wildcats and Coach Carolyn Corley. Big timeout, big decisions coming for both teams. We'll be back in just a few. Welcome you back here as this hit's going to decide it all.
Now, just as we came back.
And that's going to do it. As the Wildcats respond to the first win by the North Stars. And this thing is all tied up.
Now, before we go away, I did want to say that just as we came back, I said that one went to the stratosphere. That one tried to go to the International Space Station. That one was gone.
Right. So the North Stars give up that set to the Wildcats, and we're all tied up. Definitely a division rival matchup for these undefeated squads. This one's going to be close. This might come down to the 5th. We'll be back. We welcome you back to a crucial 3rd set here for both teams. Whoever wins this set, Nate, you got to think, they're just one away after that. So it's definitely going to be, like I said, crucial set here for both teams. And this set could decide the winner.
I mean, very well could. I mean, it's just right now, West Jenny is come back. They've found something. I mean, but CNS did have that late drive, just like West Jenny. So, I mean, maybe we'll see CNS take that drive that they did in the first set and right away into the sunset. But, I mean, we just truly never know.
Right. As the North Stars, this is the first time we've seen West Jenny open up with a point. The North Stars' first 2 sets started off 1-0 on both. And here in this one, West Jenny opens up this one.
Not sure what's happened to the North Stars, but just something was gone wrong.
Yeah. See if they can fix some things as Wildcats keep this thing alive. What a kill by Schmid, and they're going to give it to the Wildcats.
That looked just out.
Yeah, I think it was. Unfortunate. Grace Schmid been excellent this evening, and yeah, we might need to slow it down just a little bit. Okay. So North Stars with a response of their own, down 2-1.
Carson Greco. The serve. And that one off the net.
All right.
Tied back up 2-2.
Let's see. I mean, we got the North Stars really need to hope that West Jenny, because now not all the points the North Stars scored in the first 2 sets were off of West Jenny mistakes. A lot of them were excellent plays, but there's been a lot of points that have been on West Jenny mistakes, and the North Stars got to hope for some of those here in this one, especially if they want to stay in it, as Lamont and Abernathy in there for the block, but it's deflected out of bounds, and the Wildcats have regained the lead. Yeah, first set we've seen that the North Stars haven't opened up with a lead. As Grace Terrell out of this game right now. Not injured or anything, but just taking a break with a substitution, as what a smack by Schmid to tie this thing up.
Very close, this one. Starting off, both of them were just driveaways from CNS. This one staying very close, 3-3.
What a play by.
Seemed to.
Yeah, great play by Lamont. She just had to retreat her hands quicker than that. Unfortunately, she followed through too much, hit the net, and that's going to be a net fault for the North Stars. West Jenny. Oh wait, no, they pointed in the North Stars direction. I apologize. I thought they were calling the net fault and pointing towards the North Stars, saying they had the net fault. I didn't realize that they were calling the point. It must have been a net fault on West Jenny because it hadn't settled down yet, the ball. So, commentator's mistake here. It's the North Stars with their first lead of this third set.
It's tied back up.
Tied back up, all knotted. So that lead.
Neither of them can just break away.
All right. So North Stars lead doesn't last very long. As it's really been, a lot of the mistakes we've seen by the North Stars have really been on blocking. They haven't really had much successful blocking here today, like we've seen in past games. As that one sneaks its way in on the line, and Jenny takes the lead.
Just again, you just said it.
Back
just
and forth.
Another, yeah, back and forth, yes, but another bad block.
Yep. North Stars have either been unsuccessful on their blocks, or when they do get on the block, get their hands on the ball, they gotta keep it straight. You know what I mean? They can't get poor deflections on those blocks. That's where you see it head out of bounds, and that's where you see the point go the opposite direction.
I mean, there was another one there.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah, that miscommunication. They're down by 2. Well, now they're down by 1. Can't really fully break away there for West Jenny, but just.
But the North Stars get a break here.
Yeah. But just again, another block that went a miss. Just can't find it. It's odd. And same mistake West Jenny made, had the chance and blew it there.
Yep. So look at this one girl walking by. She had a Luke Bryan shirt, and it's the Fireball bottle, but it's Luke Bryan instead of Fireball. Oh, that was funny.
Speaking of everybody walking by, I'm seeing everybody walk by with food, and I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous.
I feel bad. If I carried cash, I'd get you something, Nate. Is that one great effort by 86 in yellow for the Wildcats. Their libero. Great effort by her, but couldn't get her hand underneath it in time. Got there late. As North Stars down 1. Make that down none. We're all tied up.
7-7. Neither of them can break away, so, I mean, it'll definitely be an interesting fourth set. Yeah. But, I mean,
that one, shoot, it's going to hit the net. And North Stars, second time with the lead. So far this third, they have not had a lead larger than 1 point. Looking to get it there, and almost an ace.
How did they save that?
I don't know.
Again.
Oh, my God.
What?
This is looking
unreal.
Wow, but
unreal play by the North Stars as they get their largest lead of this third set.
That took longer than it should have.
Right? This is looking like the more complete team that we are thinking about coming into this one. I mean, both teams are really complete, hence the 8-0 record. But first set, West Jenny just looked sluggish, looked incomplete, as we said. And later in that second set and keeping things close here in this third, West Jenny looking like that 8-0 team that that's been undefeated. You know, keep getting all these emails from Brandeis Admissions. You'll experience that when you get your senior year. You get about an email every 3 minutes from a college. It's lovely.
Really?
Yeah. Every day I probably get about 4 or 5 like flyers from colleges.
Really?
Yep.
I'm trying to go to Syracuse. It's like
Now you want to be a sports broadcaster,
yes,
correct?
I do.
So you want to go to Newhouse, yeah?
I mean, and there's like a lot of benefits there. It's right there. I can go there, come back.
Good sports
Sitting
program.
right there. Got a great sports broadcasting program, one of the best in the country.
Right. Oh my
What?
God. Oh wow.
What?
Wow.
I have never seen a weirder point in my life.
Yeah. And you could see the look.
Have you ever?
I mean, you could see the look on Madison Brigotti's face. Serving there for
She
the
was just
Wildcats.
confused as we were.
She saw that. She was like, "Oh, that's a let right there, right?" As mistake by Greco. Couldn't. Had the push there forward, but so we're all tied up. But yeah, Brigotti. She was like, "Oh, that's a let, right?" Then it bounced right on the edge, and then it trickled back over, and she's like, "What?" Her eyes got wide, her mouth, like her jaw was to the floor, and.
It was definitely an interesting point. Have you ever?
And now that time, she gets it done. But actually, that's not Brigotti who had that serve. That was Sophia Storms. But that time, the Wildcats get the let. Does it look like one? I can't tell if it's one of the JV players or one of the varsity bench players. As the North Stars tie this thing up after Wildcats hit that one out of bounds, but one of them, they were just in front of us, and we're lower than usual. Usually up in the booth, or when we do it in the bleachers, we're usually higher up, but this was just an easier access point for Ethernet and all that stuff. So we're kind of down low commentator-wise, and I did slide down one just to, I don't know, I'm lounging here in the bleachers, Nate, but one of the girls from either the JV or varsity team, she's just looking at me. She's like, "What are they talking about?" Like we're talking about like her eyes wide open, and we're getting it like we're
I saw that too.
Yeah, we're getting into the commentary here as we should. And she's like, "What the hell?" I mean, maybe she's never heard us before, but
great job to find the gaps.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to join you down here. Seems comfortable.
Yeah, you just gotta get in the lounging situation. So North Stars back-to-back points, and they have regained the lead.
I mean, just still, again, none of them can just break away. Still within 1, 2, 3 points maximum.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lead larger than that. That one's sent into the stratosphere as they track it down around the bench. What a kill. Oh, man. Great return from the Wildcats. Schmid.
Great block.
Oh, man.
Great save.
It's
over.
Oh, my God. This one's still in play.
Another great block. And under the net. Caught.
There we go. It's Grace Schmid.
Nice catch. Number 11. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. My apologies.
Aaron Abernathy.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
A lot of people say Abernathy. That's the common misconception.
I forgot if it was like Aaron or Aaron or. And then I wasn't even going to try the last name. I forgot it.
That's the tough part about names. Sometimes, sometimes they're pronounced exactly how they look. Sometimes they're pronounced the complete opposite of what you'd think.
I mean,
it's a little bit of a case with Abernathy.
I mean, my last name's very similar. You look at it, and like a lot of people say, like Gelewski or Gelewski. No, it's G sounds like a J and the W silent. There's another kill.
by Abernethy. Northstar's up 2. And man, this third set, this shows why these two teams are undefeated and tied for first in SCAC Metro play. It all makes sense here. The level of play we're getting from both of these teams is otherworldly. These are two teams that we will see. Well, you know, obviously one of these teams walking away with their first loss of the season, but these two teams, no doubt, we'll see them in the playoffs. Obviously, we'll see them in the playoffs. Potentially, we'll see them play each other as well, as Greco couldn't get fully underneath it. So that's shallow into the net, and we're all tied up once again. This third set is as close as it can get. Abernethy gets in there for the kill! And that's 3 kills in a row for Aaron Abernethy. And that one finds the corner. Huge kill and response from the Wildcats, as that's Liliana Becker to tie things up with that kill to the corner. Wildcats, libero in yellow to send that one away. Out of bounds for the North Stars. Wildcats regain the lead. Man, this pendulum is
swinging.
It's swinging for sure. It's like a wrecking ball, as Katy Perry would say.
Okay, bro.
I don't listen to that kind of music anyways.
Yeah. Neither do I. But I'm like, okay, bro. All right.
So Wildcats up 2. Lamont with the soft touch. Schmid to get underneath it. Abernethy looks to get another kill. Munger to keep it alive. North Stars keep this rally going. Schmid sends that one with speed. A little bit of a miscommunication there by the North Stars as Greco and
little bit
collide.
Too much.
Yep. All started with that collide by Rumble and Greco as they kind of got their, what's the word I'm looking for? Their assignment, yeah. So it really started with that collision by Greco and Rumble as that kind of forced them away from their assignment, and a couple of miscues there to end the play, and that one sent out of bounds. We'll be back. North Stars down by 3. And we welcome you. And we welcome you here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. As the North Stars down 3 after timeout taken by Coach Alicia Nash. A double hit by the North Stars.
Their blocks cannot. You just can't put their blocks together. It's always just sneaks through, finds a different angle or something. That's currently where CNS's biggest weakness is, just the blocks.
It's been one of their big strong suits, I'd actually say. Although boys have, based on the games we've been to, girls have been better at the kills. boys have been better at the blocks, but really, honestly, both teams have been just great on both sides. Both blocks and kills, defense, offense. This one, West Jenny starting to pull away.
Finally, the first pull away we've seen all game, and it's late. Not where CNS wants the pull away to be.
Right. Makes it harder for them to fight back. Is just mistake after mistake by the North Stars. Munger, Lamott tries to kill it. Rumble, Page, Munger. Schmid sends that one over. Wildcats keep this play going. One of the longest rallies we've seen so far this set. We're still going. Munger gets underneath it. Oh, man, that's hitting to the net. Deflected downwards, and Lamont had no chance of returning that. The North Stars down 6.
Now they just finally start to fall apart right when they don't need to. 4 points to go. CNS needs 10.
As there's the block we've been looking for.
Finally puts one together.
Yep. It was a great job by Greco to get the block. She does, as a matter of fact, lead the team in blocks prior to coming into this game.
That sounds about right.
Actually, never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at digs. That was my fault. And she does not lead the team in digs either. She does lead the team. No, I lied again. All right, she doesn't lead the team in anything, but she is a big playmaker for the North Stars. She doesn't play a lot of sets. Well, I should say, yeah, she doesn't play as much sets as some of the front runners for the North Stars. Terrell, Rumble, Schmid, Munger, so Abernathy, that kind of stuff. As the North Stars on another back-to-back point here.
Clawing it back. It's down to 3.
Yep.
They can get it close.
Timeout. Yep. So West Jenny allowing a few back-to-back points here to the North Stars. They're getting in a tricky situation as they look to win their second set in a row. The North Stars look to climb back and get this thing done and over with. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. As the North Stars have climbed back here in these last few points, look to continue. Unable to do so there, as I believe that it looked like it touched the line. We're going to get a replay in just a few moments. Yeah, it looked like it touched the line there on that one. So big point there for the Wildcats. They just need 3 to win this second set, and then the North Stars would have to win the last 2 or face a loss. Big mistake there by the Wildcats. The North Stars climbing things back. Coach Alicia Nash, she's loving that one.
Once again, down to 3. They just need to win these next 6. Take the 6 points to win the set. They could do that. That'd be lovely. Seen them do it before. We'll see if they can do it again.
Now the North Stars within 2. Not quite an ace from Lamont. Touch thrice.
Thrice.
I love that
thrice.
Word. It's fun. Touch thrice in that rally, but hit into the net by the Wildcats. And voice crack. Anyways, big mistake there. Munger sets that one up. Great job by Schmid.
It's somehow over.
Wildcats still keeping it alive.
Wow!
Terrell tries to kill that one. Can they get the block? They can't, but the blocking has been much better in these last few points. Terrell.
It's still going.
We're still alive. Munger underneath. Rumble. Terrell.
What is...
We're still going. Rumble tries to keep it in.
Wow.
Oh, but just a little bit too much distance. And the Wildcats up 3, 2 points away.
Gotta win these next 5 here.
You can see Coach Alicia Nash, she's signaling to, you can't, obviously you can't see me, my motions, but she's giving her like a kind of, she's trying to tell her, don't smack it down. She wants her to really flick her wrist down so that it forces the ball down more than out. And what she's doing is she's just hitting over the ball, not down over the ball.
I mean,
that
there have
makes
just
any
been
sense.
so many great recoveries by West Jenny to keep the ball alive, like that last rally.
Northstar trying to get the block, but Munger finds an empty mid-court there for the Wildcats, and the Northstar is down 2. They need to win these next 4 points in order to not have the win by 2 to go in effect. Greco, Rumble, tries to get in the soft spot. Get underneath it are the Wildcats, so it's still alive. Rumble to Terrell, and a great block by the Wildcats as this is set point. You can see even on the blocks, Coach Nash trying to signal. You gotta get underneath. What's happening by the North Stars, they're keeping their hands flat on those blocks, and that tends to cause the ball to roll off their I can't speak. This is what we're talking about. Their fingertips instead of getting a full block is a huge kill by Schmidt. No, it's still alive. They celebrated too early.
But still alive, though, somehow, some way. Great block.
Oh, man.
Finally, about time.
Schmidt to look to get some revenge. Staying alive. Miscommunication. And Wildcats have won the second set. And things have just been all downhill for the North Stars. Execution mistakes after execution mistakes for CNS. And they've dropped their last 2 to the Wildcats. Need to win the last 2 sets in order to stay in this one. We'll be back on the Northstar Network in a few minutes. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube as the North Stars down 2-1 after winning the first set in dominant fashion. A couple tricky spots in that first, but overall did it in pretty dominant fashion. Second one really came down to last few, and so really did this third one. North Stars have just been making late mistakes that have costed them dearly in these last 2 sets. It's really been, once they're in that double-digit range, like 15-plus points is when they start making mistakes. And this is a must-win set for the North Stars. Wildcats could come away with the victory and stay undefeated if they come away with the victory in this set. Big 25 points for the North Stars. In their last game versus JD, came down to the final set as well, so could see another situation here. But again, you know, Nate, this is kind of what we expected it to be. The first set almost looked like, wait a minute, are the Wildcats kind of pretenders here? You know what I mean? 8-0, maybe, you know, some of their opponents just been a little bit weaker than the North Stars, and that's what led to their 8-0 start. And you know,
finally found it.
Right, and then they finally found their groove, found their A game, and got it locked in, really. And as they lock in on that first point.
That one was gone.
So the last 2 sets for the Wildcats, they've opened up the scoring. First 2 sets, the North Stars open up the scoring. It's really just been downhill for these North Star girls.
From a biased standpoint, unfortunate, but from an unbiased standpoint, well, we just got to see how they can recover. Well, it's now back to 1-1.
Yep. But yeah, really, again, that first set, we were like, oh, wow, West Jenny looks sluggish, but then they really dialed themselves in the second and third, and so far the fourth not bad. Obviously, only 2 points scored so far, so a lot of set left. And I think that
was deflected off.
Yeah, that was deflected. Lamont. Yep.
Deflected off of, I believe.
I think it was Peyton Lamont.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Although
I saw.
Could have been Kendall Rumble, maybe.
Yeah, I saw Kendall. I saw Kendall Rumble.
But it could have. I think it might have snuck through her hands. Anyways.
Might be. I don't know.
I can't speak.
Neither can I. I can relate.
Either way, the North Stars down 1. That's going to be a net fault from the Wildcats. And we're all tied at 2. But I don't remember what I was saying. Well, oh, yeah, they definitely dialed in those second and third sets, and now they're looking like that 8-0 team that came into this game. And it's definitely been what we've expected. Close, a very close matchup. And let's see if the North Stars can keep it close. Early mistake here from Munger on the serve.
The Dolphins-Jets game should be real close for anybody who's a fan of the NFL.
Right. 0-3 teams.
I mean,
so
a team.
A winless team. We got 2 winless teams playing tonight, and we got 2 lossless teams. Is that a term?
2 teams without a win.
2 teams without a win and 2 teams without a loss.
Yep.
Playing here tonight. One being NFL, one being some Section 3 SCAC Metro high school volleyball. Not high school football, as I said in my first girls volleyball game. I said, it's time for some high school football. Yes, I did.
Ain't no way you actually said that.
Yeah, I had it written down for volleyball, and for some reason, I don't know if I just saw ball, and I was looking at the NFL scores just before I went on. And
that would make a lot of sense. Yeah,
football.
that would make a lot of sense.
I don't know. My brain is a mystery.
My brain has long since departed.
Yeah. I'm unfortunately affected by ADHD, and that I hate it.
I've never really been tested for it. All that can basically,
I just got tested for it a few years ago. It's the North Stars. I was going to try to loop in test there somewhere, but I couldn't. Sometimes Nate, your natural conversations here on the broadcast, they tend to have the ability to overlap into the game of just what's happening, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
My apologies.
No, you're fine. No, sometimes it doesn't.
as
sometimes you just get the
that
weird
ball isn't returned.
No.
No, Wildcats don't return that one, but sometimes it just ironically loops into it. Like your last sentence you say before a big thing happens, those descriptive words can be applied to what just happened, and I love when that happens. Sometimes it can't. And I was trying to loop and test there as a huge kill by Terrell, and the North Stars
tie it all up.
Are all tied up, yeah. But, yeah, I hate ADHD because the problem is my brain just isn't organized like a normal brain. What happens is when I make a to-do list, it's like my brain writes the to-do items on top of itself. If that makes any sense. So, like, imagine writing down something.
Yeah. I get that all the time.
And then writing down another word on top of it, you can't read it. So you don't even know what is on your to-do list. It's because
or you just get told to do 3 things at once, and as soon as you have one thing in your hand, you just told the second thing, drop the first thing, and got the second thing.
I got
kind of weird.
20 to-do lists on my phone. But I did find this one app. We're not sponsored by them or anything, but Notion, it's a great app. Be cool if we got a sponsorship. No,
that would actually be really cool if we got a sponsorship.
Broadcasters have ADHD too, and get the Notion app. Partnering with the Northstar Network too.
Although I've really, the past while, I've really found my way out of it a little bit. And not like out of it, but like I have been able to stay a little bit more focused.
Great dig by Hoover. This thing all tied up at 6. North Stars, there's the blocks we've been looking for. Erin Abernathy, she's been a dominant force for the North Stars. Definitely a front runner for MVP of this one if the North Stars come out on top.
Still a long way to go. They got to win this set and the next one. So they got to keep this as long as possible. That one's just out. Tied up 7-7. Once again, start of the third set. One just not allowed anyone to get away. I mean, my apologies. I just saw a text my brother sent me, and I am going to be obligated not to say what he said.
Fair enough.
Wow!
What a kill!
How was that one found? I got to see this.
We got to see this replay. Come on up here. Wow, what a play. Great setup by Rumble to start. She sets that one up, a little bit of a fake by Abernathy, and then just, oh man. And
I had to see that.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, that broke the sound barrier there, Nate. That had so much speed. Not a great response by the North. Wait, it went out of bounds.
Out of bounds. I was waiting for you to just barely finish your sentence before I could say.
Yes. 9-7, North Stars 2-point lead. So here comes Rumble.
Oh man,
to serve.
This is close. CNS at their magical 2-point number. Let's see if it actually works this time.
That was in the first set, right? That we saw that.
First and start a second set, and then they lost it. They got down to 1 point, and it was all downhill from there.
Yup.
Wow!
Now the North Stars up 3. One of their biggest leads since early in the second set.
They got to keep pulling away, though. There's still a long way to go in the fourth set. They got to bring it to the fifth.
I forgot we're in the fourth, so they did have I think they might have had a 3-point lead earlier in the third, but definitely not later in the third. So it's been a while since the North Stars have had such a lead as this. Rumble dishes that to Lamont.
Oh, my God! My bad. I said days. I meant to say days. I don't know why I was thinking goal.
Okay.
I was thinking goal, and then, but it's not a goal, and then I was trying to say days, and then it all just tied together, and I don't know why. My apologies. My apologies.
Offense,
yeah, just do not clip that. No one clip that, please.
Oh my days.
Oh my days was the word. No one please clip that. I beg of you.
So it looks like it's been.
Oh my word!
Oh my God, Lamont with 2 back-to-back kills, but really in these last few points here for the North Stars, West Jenny been on the receiving end of the blocking issues as Coach Corley of the Wildcats forced to take a timeout. But yeah, Nate, now Wildcats on that receiving end of the blocking issues. They're having some troubles defensively themselves. So we'll be back in just a few moments. North Stars up 5.
2-1. Welcome you back here to the Northstar Network as Kendall Rumble to send that one over the net for the Northstars. Rumble sets that one up for Lamont. Can't get it. West Jenny.
Great block.
Great
Finally.
block by Abernethy. She's been great with the block so far.
Another
Lamont.
good one. Finally.
Northstars
Oh,
with the block.
Wow.
And they're up 6 points.
They finally found it. Took them a little bit longer than they would like to, but they found it. Better late than never, I guess, unless the later is after the game. Then that'd be a little bit of a problem. But up by 6. Insane work. Almost up by 7 there. Great block from the Wildcats. Beautiful.
What a play.
Deflected off of, I believe.
We're going to get the play here, replay in a second.
If
All
I'm
right, here's a
correct,
beautiful
that was,
setup by Rumble. And then watch. Oh, man. Lamont gets in there. That's her third kill here of the set.
That was Marina Robert, I believe, for the Wildcats, who just deflected it off.
And into their own half. Rumble sets that one up for Schmid. Unable to get there, but Munger to back up Schmid. Behind her!
Oh, wow! It just keeps growing.
The North Stars just laying it on the Wildcats as they're up 8. Another great play. Once again, Rumble sets it up for Lamont. That's been the story so far of this 4th set. Rumble on Lamont. Rumble been setting it up for the North Stars. Now, usually in volleyball, you want to keep your setter secret, but Rumble, clear setter for the North Stars. I mean, you look at her stat line, and it's not a secret. 178 assists coming into this game.
That's quite a large number.
Right. So Kendall Rumble, the clear assist maker for the North Stars, as Abernathy scores another, and the North Stars just
up by 9,
pummeling this Wildcats team, and man,
they haven't seen this since early in the 2nd set.
Yeah. As the North Stars climbing their way back and look like they're going to force the 5th set.
Looking like it, but it's never over till it's really over.
But the way they're playing.
Yes.
But yeah, Kendall Rumble and Lamont have been the story of this 4th set. Kendall Rumble just been setting up Lamont perfectly, and Peyton Lamont to get the kills as that one does trickle out of bounds. So West Jenny gonna snap that
down to 8.
Long streak. Right, they're gonna decrease that deficit just a little bit, but North Stars had a big streak going there. But,
now, if something does go wrong, they have a little bit of a cushion to try to get it back and regain that lead. They have 9 points to go still in this set to force a 5th, and they still have to keep this going into the 5th and not sell it like they did in the 2nd set.
Right. But Peyton Lamont, man, she's just been the story. Let's see if Abernathy can do it. She can.
Right to the corner.
That's
unstoppable.
Textbook play by Erin Abernathy. And the North Stars just laying it all on them.
In shock right now. I can't believe. No words can describe.
This is what I'm seeing. Oh man,
that one found
good response
the
by the
smallest
Wildcats.
gap.
Yeah, good response by the Wildcats, Nate. But this is what we expected this game to be: competitive, 2 division rivals, undefeated. Tied for 1st. I mean, you can't think of a better matchup here under the lights of Monday night. Peyton Lamont trickles that one over, but yeah, she's been the story. Abernathy, that touches the line. That's in. The North Stars with a 9-point lead.
Once again.
As Erin Abernathy gonna get a breather after some huge plays. Huge block there, huge kill just a few moments ago. As Grace Terrell comes in this one. But, yeah, Lamont, she's had 3 kills in these last 10 points, and she's really just been big. So has Abernathy and Kendall Rumble just setting things up right. The speed from Lamont has just been impeccable. Great job by Rumble to stay behind Lamont to back her up. That's another issue the North Stars have had, is when they go for the block, they don't have anybody in the backcourt. They did have people in the backcourt there, just Grace Schmid couldn't get there in time. But, yeah, that's been a lot of troubles that we've seen earlier in the first few sets by the North Stars that have really contributed to their blocking troubles. And that's been, sometimes they get the deflection or they don't execute the block properly, but then they have no, they don't have their libero. They don't got, a hitter in the backcourt to back up the front lines there. And the North Stars formations have definitely improved here, making sure they have somebody like Rumble, somebody like Munger to back up the blocking front, just in case, as Grace Terrell adds on another point just in case for the North Stars. Adding on that insurance. In this set, obviously the North Stars need to win this set to force a fifth set.
And then the winner of that set will win it all.
Right. Great block by Miley Ginty of the Wildcats.
Ooh, on that point.
North Stars still up 8.
Talked about it just earlier. It just the lines just fit so perfectly sometimes, and I love it when it happens.
I know. Now, we'll see. I think if we see another North Star point here, if we see the North Stars get to 20 or 21, somewhere in that point range, we're going to see a timeout taken by the Wildcats. It may even be
I think it's going to be
point.
right after the next North Star point.
Yeah,
I'm calling next after the North Star point.
Let's see here.
But that wasn't the North Star point.
That wasn't a North Star point. I thought that was in for a second. My eyes deceived me. That's the one thing you always got to give credit to the refs. You have to have a sharp eye. So there's always going to be human error, Nate. And honestly, parents and fans always are mad at the refs. We're not going to get a timeout here, I don't think. We might get on the next point. If West Jenny does respond with a point, I don't think we're going to see. They're going back and forth here. If the North Stars start to pull away here, get 2 back-to-back points, we may see a timeout taken. Huge kill by the Wildcats. No timeout needed.
Down by 7. They've clawed into it just a little bit, but at the rate they're clawing into it, I don't think it will truly matter. I think they're going to get to 25 just before West Jenny can get there.
Unless the Wildcats go on an insane run here, it's going to be tough. That one trickles over. Oh, man. That's going to be out. Wildcats point.
Down to 6. It's clawing in just by a little bit.
Yeah, they've been on
the rate is increasing. Are we going to see another sell of a set? And if they sell this set, that is the game.
Right. This is it. Do or die here for the North Stars in this huge, huge matchup to stay undefeated on the season.
Down to 5.
Oh, man.
It's clawing in.
The Cats are clawing, Nate.
Okay, bro.
Well, that's what
that was clever, but okay, bro.
That's my job here. I gotta throw in those clever analogies. And the Wildcats claw their way back. That time, they lose grip.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Here comes the substitution. So it looks like Natalie Hughes. Interesting decision here by Alicia Nash. Yes, I mean, obviously, Grace Terrell, big player for the North Stars, trying to get a breather. But Natalie Hughes does not play a lot for the North Stars, as there's another voice crack by me. Tried to keep it alive. I think that was a double hit. I kind of missed what happened there, but
down to 5. Once again, can the North Stars keep this pace of decline to get 4 more?
As long as they keep this back and forth pace, we should be set for a 5th set.
Yeah. And then my brother is probably going to crash out.
And you're going to crash out because you're hungry.
Yes, I am starving right now. I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock.
Oh, my God. They try to keep it alive, almost in the booth. Or our makeshift booth, I should say. Almost got drilled if that was about 6 feet to the right there.
It'd have been one of you or me.
Probably me.
Probably you. You're closer. I mean, who knows? Maybe it hit like right between us, bounced like somehow.
Maybe got locked.
That would have been funny.
Yep.
Tightest field goal ever? Question mark.
Yep. I knew coming here shortly we were going to see a timeout from the Wildcats. Down by 6. North Stars up by 6. 22-16, just 3 away from forcing the 5th set. We'll be back in just a few. Welcome you back. 22-16. North Stars just 3 away from forcing the 5th and final set. A little score update from the NFL. Jets and Miami Dolphins. Kind of what we expected as Wildcats.
I thought that hit the ground.
Yeah.
That looked like it hit the ground.
I don't know.
That one's over.
That one's over. So, clawing their way back a little bit are the Cats.
I don't think we fully finished. I think that the score is 10-0, so Dolphins are
10-0?
10-0.
Oh, I looked at it wrong. I thought it was 0-0. Anyways, second quarter, 4:16 left to go, and as he said, Dolphins 10-0. Shocked. Although Tua turned the ball over, he'll come in clutch later in the game.
I lost my train of thought after seeing the
that one hitting the net.
Yeah, hitting the net. But I was just about to say that he'll come and play and lock in for the Jets. That's the one that looks to be over the line, out of bounds. I think it was. No. Down to 4 points. Oh, that's 3, my bad. I don't know why I said 4 there. It's down to 3.
Huge block by the Wildcats.
Wildcats down to 2. The 2 has been the lucky number. Can they keep it, though? They are struggling here. A 9-point lead was being blown.
Yes. Not surprised we see a timeout taken by Coach Alicia Nash. We'll see if the North Stars can make some adjustments and stay in this one, or will the Wildcats make a comeback here in this 4th set and claw their way to the victory 3-1. We'll be right back and we'll find out. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network, streaming live on YouTube. I'm Joey Cox, joined by Nathan Gelewski. As this thing is close, it all comes down to these last few serves, these last few hits, these last few points. So the North Stars look to stay in this one. Wildcats are clawing their way back in this final set.
Lucky number 2. That comes away. It's down to 1 point.
Oh, man. I think the Wildcats' curse may come to haunt these North Stars. I mean, yes, they're a way more complete team than we saw last year, but again, as I already mentioned in my open, they're 1-4 versus the Wildcats in their last 5. So not a lot of luck versus the Wildcats despite their 8-0 record this season.
They got to find it. It's do or die. It's all tied up.
We're all tied up.
22-22. the North Stars can give away 2 points. They prefer 0, but 1 point to not go to the 2. They need 3 consecutive points. They lost their drive.
They've lost their momentum.
And it's that point. West Jenny.
We have ourselves a volleyball game, folks. This thing's do or die here for the North Stars.
They blew a 9-point lead, 23-22, and just earlier it was 19-10. Unreal. Unreal drive by West Jenny.
Now, West Jenny, this is set point.
This is set.
Here comes the timeout
point.
by Nash. It's got to be. Oh, wow, she's not taking her timeout. I am shocked.
This is just set point. This is game point right here.
Game point. This is do or die for the North Stars.
I said it's never over till it's over in this set.
It's in. They call it in. And the Wildcats come from behind in the 4th set. And they stay undefeated.
Moved out of the way. Thought it was going out to try to claim a point.
Man, a heartbreaker for this undefeated North Star squad. And they drop this game in 4 sets. Now, Nate, there's not a lot of bright spots about a loss, but you got to think about it like this. West Jenny is not allowed a set victory since week 1 to JD, and the North Stars come here and at least open it up with a set victory. Yes, they dropped the last 3, dropped that 9-point lead in the 4th set, but if there's one positive thing the North Stars got to take out of this is that they at least got that set victory versus the North Stars, or versus the Wildcats. So, yeah, not the outcome the North Stars wanted. Tough loss. North Stars handed their first loss of the season, but not surprised if we see these two with a rematch in the playoffs come postseason time. So Thank you so much for joining us here. Tough loss for the North Stars as they're handed their first of the season. Wildcats going to move to first over on the SCAC Metros. The North Stars dropped to second, 8-1, 3-1 in SCAC Metro play for the North Stars. Wildcats coming back from a huge 9-point deficit as they take the 4th set and take the victory 3-1. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator. Of course, thank you so much to our crew, Alex Schneible, our producer, our camera operator, Owen Lynch, of course, our whole Siena staff here, our trainer, Katie Clark, of course, our scoreboard operator, Chris Pilata, our facility manager, Joe Howell, of course, our wonderful athletic director, Tim Bednarski, and the rest of the crew here, of course. I'm Joey Cox, joined by Nate Gelewski. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Joey Cox saying so long from CNS.